Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. It's time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Here we go, Chris. It's another edition of September baseball between division rivals. So we should be in for a good one.
No doubt about it, Boog. Both of these clubs have the same goal in mind, and it's simply this: reach the postseason. They know each other really well at this point of the year, so there are no big surprises. Just go out and compete like crazy, execute one play at a time, and focus on clean baseball. That's all you can do this time of the year, and it's the most important thing to do.
So just about set now, and on the hill in this one, Sonny Gregg.
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every fifth day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Digging in, Jeff McNeil. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And a pitch. There's a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Anderson ready to work.
Nope, that's a ball.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting second.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. 2 for 6 so far in the series.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
0-1.
Hey, we got one.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-2. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Nimmo checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he held up. The 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. The wind and the pitch. Nimmo tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Here's Pete Alonso, and that's in there for strike 1. A couple of quick nuggets on Pete Alonso. He graduated from the same high school as Wade Boggs, Plant High School in the Tampa area. And Alonso also played at the University of Florida. He was teammates there with Harrison Bader. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Chop to the right side. Olsen. He'll do it himself. And that is that. Down in order go the Mets. And they're down 2-0. Back here in Queens, bottom half of inning number 2. And now Jack Peterson.
Peterson.
And the right-hander back to work. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third, and he held back, according to Ricky Halladay. The pitch. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. 1 for 4 with a triple last night. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Hey, no outs now.
Here comes the 0-1. That one pulled foul.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And stepping in for New York, Edward Olivares went deep in the ball game last night.
1 out, 1 out.
And first offering is fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Go, 0-2 now. On the ground, could be 2. Arcia tossed to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Batting 7, the third baseman,
Brett Baty up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off.
You can do it, Matt.
Kicks and fires. And there's a foul ball. Olivares off of first with 2 away.
Hey, strike this guy out. Game yourself.
Pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, now the left fielder, Jake Fraley.
the left fielder, Jake
Fraley in his 5th season, 28 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. There's a strike.
Got this, Jake.
On the ground to short. Throw on to Olsen. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Omar Narvaez at the plate. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
Here you go, guys. Let's go.
The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup. And now here's Jeff McNeil. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Right side, and it goes just foul. That one outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Here we go.
That clips a corner. Right back to him on the mound. Fires over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to go, bottom four. Now here is Brandon Nimmo.
The center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Oh, there's a three-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. In there at the knees, strike one.
Plays a one here.
One down, base is empty. That one drifts inside.
Go New York.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And a 1-2. Up the middle, and that one handled. Over to first, and that takes care of Alonso.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Josh.
Here's Jack Peterson.
Here we go now. Let's go.
There's a strike. And the 0-1.
Ball.
That one catches the corner. The Mets hitless so far in the game. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Tosses across to first. That ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Francisco Lindor.
The shortstop.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Francisco Lindor, a guy who's won multiple Gold Gloves and a Platinum Glove, multiple All-Star appearances. Mr. Smile. What do you think of when you contemplate the player Francisco Lindor?
Just a special talent, both sides of the ball, both sides of the plate, equally a force. And one thing about Francisco Lindor, you talk about that smile, he's also got some good sense. If I'm a catcher, love it when he comes to the plate because he's got all kinds of different colognes that he wears and sometimes mixes them.
One and two here. And that just misses.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Hey, nobody out now.
Righty to the plate. Up the middle. Boots it.
They're going to tag him with the error right there. That's the right ruling. So still no hits for the offense, but maybe this free base runner gives him something to get up for. It also forces him to work out of the stretch now on the mound. So we'll see how it affects him.
Edward Olivares up now for the Mets. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And takes low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And there's a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Towards first. 1 and second. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Olivares leads off first with 1 away. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. The punch out there. picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Smash to the left side. They take the force out, and that is that. Mets leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 6th inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Omar Narvaez. Anderson back to work.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
That to right. Meadows should have it.
That's mine. I got it.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So the batting order turns over. Jeff McNeil stands in. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Zips it across. And a couple of quick outs.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands, and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
You got two down.
On the ground. And it gets by him. And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Two down now, 2 down.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A towering home run, and they're chipping away. It's 4-2. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Base is empty with 2 away. And Jack Peterson stands in. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Peterson, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. And here it comes. Up the middle. Throw on to Olsen. And that is the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets 2. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 7th, at the plate, Francisco Lindor. The Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a foul straight back. And now the 0-1. Next offering is outside.
Hey, come on now, let's go.
To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 15, Edward Olivares.
So up next for New York, Edward Olivares. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And a pitch. Bounce to third. Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Brett
So
Beatty.
2 down now, and here is Brett Beatty.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. And that one is gone. He powers one out to right field, his 19th home run of the year, and they slice into the lead. It's 5-3.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And a strike.
Hey, strike this guy out. Hit yourself.
Ground ball, Austin Riley. The throw to first, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. 8th inning coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets 3. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Tyler Matzik.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.